G'day everybody, and welcome back for more tonkering time in Out of Ore. I am on my own right now. I don't know if Capac forgot that we changed the day this week, because I had a thing at a hospital yesterday. I've messaged him, so we'll see what happens. But I thought what I'd do is have a look at some of the stuff that he's done, so that I can give him compliments while he's not here. Like, for example, I didn't see that he'd done this, which is quite nice. He obviously hasn't finished it. I presume he's planning to make these stairs go all the way down to exit out at that same level as the concrete mat down there. But this is really quite well done. Like, the transitions are very smooth. Really well done. And then we got our bridge, and I've also got probably enough money for me to buy a new gigantic loader, which I may well do. But I thought I'd have a bit of a look around. Whoa. Well, that's not right. That's not where that's supposed to be. Huh. Can I get this out of here, or am I just going to make this worse until I put it in my pocket? I don't even know. Oh, Capac's going to be upset because that's going to have dug into the ground outside. Yeah, I think this is stuck. Might hop out. Remove maybe the bit of roof that it's stuck in. Or I just pick it up. I might just pick this up. Oh no, I can pick that out. Whoa. Is it stuck on these railings now? I think this is getting better, but I'm not entirely sure. Well, that wasn't what I was intending to show off as soon as I went inside. I was going to look around at what other decorative things Capac's done that I haven't noticed and see if there was anything cool. But let's just fix this guy up. That's good. And then we'll fix up the holes that I just made in his floor before Capac shows up. Hopefully at some point. Let's fix that. So I picked up railings and wood floor. Okay. Oh no. He's gonna notice that something went wrong. Because they're red. Rather than the black that he painted them. Oops. Are you dumping molten metal over a wooden floor? Yes. Yes, we are. Although it looks like the machine's finally finished its queue. So it's not anymore. Oh, you mean this bit? Oh, yeah. This is definitely happening. These have been operating for a long time. I left the game running while I was doing a bunch of other stuff in the background the other day. To try and see how much of the stuff I could get processed, and I got a lot of stuff processed. But I also came to the conclusion that I actually think we're going to need to sell raw materials to make this a thing. Like, to keep making money. Capac's turned up in Discord. He might be in TeamSpeak soon. Yay! As I get myself a small snack. Let's grab all this stuff out of these smelters, and then we'll have a look at how much money we've got. Maybe I'll get an idea of how much money we've got before Capac gets here. Because that's a lot of lithium. Let's have a look. So, if I were to sell all of the 5,000 gold, which I think I will, that's going to give us 755,000. Nice. I'll sell off all the rubies, another 373, all the diamonds, another 100k. So we've got 2.3 mil. Now I know that Capac is doing some stuff with the aluminium, but I'm hoping I can sell off that because that's worth 1 million on its own. The 1,000 of it. So kind of want to sell it. And this lithium is almost worth 1 million as well. Oh, what the heck? What he doesn't know won't hurt him. Right? There we go. Now we got money. 5.1 million. Very nice. Thanks, Rhinestone Cowboy. Oops, I missed. Read the wrong one. But thank you for the Prime sub the other day anyway. Brown the Red, thank you for the Prime sub. And Shaggy, thank you for the 29 months. Pay back your loan. Loans. We don't have a loan. No loan. All right, let's have a look. Store, vehicles, loaders. So, I can get the biggest loader, which I kind of want to do. But I also kind of want to do a couple of other things. I sort of realized that we may need a bit of an upgrade to the factory. And if I get the big loader first, the factory's going to have a whole lot of stuff being processed, so I'm just not sure. Kind of want to get it. Anyway. Yeah, what the heck. Let's get it. We've got enough money to build a new factory, a bigger one anyway, and the bigger vehicle will help do that. So store. Loaders. Arvik L2335, 1.9 million. Its capacity is 26 cubic meters compared to the current largest one that we have of 10. So that seems pretty good. Alright, that is definitely the biggest because it's the most expensive. Sure. Bye. Alright, let's pop this thing out and see how it goes. Oh no, that's going to land on the bridgeway, isn't it? Oh no, it's below it. That's okay. Kapakamaru is joining. Why isn't he in TeamSpeak yet? There he is. Morning, Kapak.
False. Trixie.
As in, it's not morning?
It's not good. Stupid mornings.
I just said morning, Kapak, not good morning, Kapak.
Good is implied.
That's true, it is implied. That is accurate. I just bought a new vehicle.
Oh no.
Check it out. What do you think?
It's huge.
You want to drive it?
Hold on. I might actually start my stream first.
Okay. Well, waiting for Capac.
Ow.
You have completely blocked the passage of this truck.
As my primary function.
it appears to be.
How rude.
Well, I thought if you wanted to drive the loader, I'd bring this truck out so that you can drop stuff in it. What I thought you could do is maybe get rid of the bump that the loader is currently sitting on. To make an easier path for the truck to get into the loading spot. Yes, your loader is so big it has a deployable ladder. Well, maybe if I move up further.
But you only need to get out, because you can get in from anywhere.
Yeah. True. So let's see how Capac does getting rid of this bump. Also, I think it's like 7 or 8 loads from that loader should fill this truck. Oh, Capac's turned his lights on. He's beeped his horn. Going well.
Oh, that's right, okay. I think these bumps in the road are going to make things a little difficult.
Yeah, this bit here. Yeah, I might get the roller out of the way. Feels like it's in a dangerous spot there. No, we'll hire some crew shortly. I just want to get an idea of what we're going to do with this big loader. Don't worry. The mine foreman's just a bit late for work, which I guess he takes after the boss. Well, one of the bosses. So
It's
can
a
you...
payroll system. It's on the fritz again.
So how are you going loading into the truck? Is it easy to do?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
This truck can take a few more. Should I get you a GPS unit for that thing? So you can tell what the angle of the bucket is?
Gonna need angles.
Alright, shall I just buy myself a second one of those and then you can use that one without it and I'll get a GPS unit for my one?
Don't we have a grader that's supposed to be good for this kind of thing?
No, because we're going to excavate this bit. And also, everyone's comments about the grader say that it doesn't work. I'm going to go dump this off. Since it takes you long enough, anyway.
What? I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, we should do shed chat. Stream together. Invite guests. Capac, send invite. Now Capac has to figure out how to accept it.
Oh.
What's wrong, Capac?
I thought they'd fix it on a stupid Twitch app, but it still pops up a message saying, this person has invited you to join the stream as a guest. Do you want to join? And then you press join and it says, device is not supported. Like, it's supported enough that it can give me a message asking me if I want to do it.
Yeah. Twitch is terrible at the one job they have. Also, get back. Did you know that we can buy wheels for our vehicles? Including chained tires.
I knew about regular tires because I've been making them, but I didn't know about chain tires.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna...
That'd be good when it snows.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy another one of these loaders, because I reckon they're the equipment that we need. 'Cause the only other thing I can think of that we might want would be a gigantic dozer, but I think the big loader is the way to go. Oops. Question is, can you have each wheel with a different type of tire? Well, I think yes. Because you have 4 wheel options.
Oh, good. Party tires.
Yep. Now I'm trying to figure out where I can go with this thing that I'm not going to get in your way. Oh wait, can I get this inside? Does this fit? Let's check. Not sure this is going to fit in our factory, but I'm going to give it a try. So we're going to have to save up a bit of cash, but there's so much steel and iron that we might actually have enough money to buy another Tonka truck soon. Can you get spinners for the trucks? I didn't see them as an option.
You can get spinning lights.
Yes, you can. Oh, bucket needs to be lower.
Yeah, this thing is not good at going in reverse.
Huh. Well, I'm about to experience that, I think. Oh no, it doesn't fit in our factory! Hope.
Yeah, it's gonna happen eventually. But can't get through the door.
No, I can get through the door, can't get past the conveyor belt. Well, that sucks. I was really hopeful there. Oh, you might have already filled up the truck. Let's see. Oh, come on. No, I didn't forget Capac's GPS. He didn't want one. Said I don't need no stinking GPS. Or something to that effect. So, we're going to need to work on the I'm going to need to work on the factory today to try and see if we can get more throughput. Because we might be able to increase the throughput with increased belt speed. We're at 5 times for the main belts. We can possibly go to 10. And that would allow us to go to 2 times for the emptying of the hoppers. But that may not be enough. We don't have I don't think we have the level to get the big tonker. Do you want me to park right in front of you? Is that what you're waiting for?
Sure.
There you go. Because I think, if we have a look at the store... Oh no, we do have the level for the big one now. Oh, it's 6 mil. Whew. Yeah, no. You don't get enough back from selling stuff that we'd be able to afford it.
All purchases are final.
Yes. What you doing over there, Kamak?
Fixing up the loading area.
Ah. Extending it. We may have to come up with a new loading area today, because we've now got 2 of these big loaders, and the truck can be loaded directly from it, so it may not need to be this high. But it also depends on what material we want to mine today.
Spice.
Wrong game.
The spice must flow.
Speaking of, are you going to play that MMO?
I wasn't, but it's getting more and more tempting.
What's making it tempting to you?
Yeah, this looks like it's pretty cool.
Everything I read about it is basically, I'm really, really bored, but I'm playing it anyway. All the reviews. Like if you read between the lines of what they're saying. So like, this bit's really boring, but oh my gosh, the setting's cool.
Wasted said the desert setting was getting a bit samey, but other than that, he was having a good time.
Yeah. Also, Kabak, if you leave this parked with the load full, it does a lot of damage to the loader.
Yeah, it's a maintenance team's problem.
You are the maintenance team. Did you forget that?
I'm R&D. Which how's things looking in the factory? Probably got to get things doing things.
Yeah, I did get a lot of your iron made and queued up some steel.
Oh, 1,000 water barrels.
I moved the loader so that I moved the roller so that Kapak could use the loader. Then I needed to flatten it, and I moved the roller so far away that I couldn't be bothered to go get it. Made perfect sense to me. Why don't you like the Conan comparison to Dune? They're made by the same people. Presume that's why most people are making that comparison. Did I line up all the loaders in a row up the top? Yes, I did.
Wait, are we stockpiling gravel somewhere yet?
No? We have no way to stockpile gravel.
That is fine.
So you'll just have to buy it. Unless I completely rebuild the entire factory and focus around us having gravel. Why do you want... I presume you want gravel for asphalt.
Yeah, concrete.
Oh, concrete. Right. Tailings are worth a tiny little amount of money, less than dirt. Like half as much as dirt. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit deep. Whoopsie. That's not ideal. Have you thought of any other decorative things you want to do around the place with the... What other stuff you found? Like, are you going to put markers around the place? Made a big mess here. I'm sure it'll be fine. 2-meter high ledge is never a problem, right? Oh, I saw your little, stairway that goes down into a hole that doesn't go anywhere yet.
Yeah, I was doing that at the end of last time.
I didn't notice you'd done that. What's wrong?
Just annoying things.
What is an annoying things?
Just these stupid smelters grabbing everything from my inventory.
Well, that's how they're meant to work. So you don't have to put stuff across first.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
You want it to pull from its...
more work, not less.
What do you mean?
Because I have to manually go to each one and put the materials in before I then go back and tell it to queue up things.
No, you just do the queue up things. You literally just type in the queue number. And then right click on it.
If I want it to do a lot, I have to put it all in manually.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No,
and
I think...
It only works the way you're working if it's telling it to put a set number to manufacture.
Yeah, which is what I do. Because I found that to be quicker. Like, I'd type a number in, press 100 or 500 or whatever.
It's
yeah,
stupid.
I actually think your way might be quicker. Where you split your stacks and then put all your stacks in and then go back and slack them all up to 999 and right click and do them. Your way is probably quicker. It is an awkward interface, and it is something that probably becomes irrelevant once they do the next update. Because the next update will be giving us automated smelters. One sec. Kabak, it wasn't Father's Day here, was it? It was just in the US, right?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to such things.
So I'm pretty sure it wasn't here. But I appreciate the gesture that the guy... I think someone else said it earlier. Also in you... Okay, so Australia's the odd one out for Father's Day then. Today I learned. Ours is in September, according to Scythe. Why would you want to celebrate Father's Day during winter in Australia? A fair point. That's why we celebrate the birth of the birthday of the king slash monarch. Father Capac, he's a priest now. That's a terrifying thought. Church of Capac would be a very dangerous thing. Really, Capac? To that, you won't even say Muad'Dib?
I was going to say something, but I don't want to get demonetized.
Well, I gave you a non-demonetized option. That's the one I thought you'd go for.
Yep, and let's go. Go
Is
enter a
Capac's-
spice trance.
Does Capac's church tithe in sandwiches? Probably. He passes around. They pass around the collection tray is quite literally a tray, like a food tray.
No tides. We're on a free-to-play model. There's only cosmetics.
Oh. So
Want
what's
a fancy hat? You got to pay money.
So what's the evil element of the monetization strategy, since all free-to-play games seem to have an evil element of their monetization strategy?
I mean, it limits your choice of hats. Isn't that evil enough?
Alright, I'll pay that. I am making the level ground worse. Yes, that is correct. That is absolutely correct.
Yeah,
I am
that
having
sounds like a splitsy thing.
a terrible time of things this morning, trying to make this better.
Stop. Why do you do this?
On the plus side, this should be something that can be relatively smoothed out by the roller. I think. Alright. Let's get the big truck back. And I'm going to see, even with kind of just me running this, how badly overwhelmed our factory is. Or if it is. Because I kind of think it's overwhelmed. Thanks, Spenzone. Thank you for the Prime sub. The asphalt is entirely cosmetic, by my understanding. Yeah, look. Yeah, they're gonna fill up real quickly. Those things. That's a problem. Yeah, the tunneler probably is pretty good at leveling. Because it's slow. Alright, so, how much power is needed? Wait, did the faster ones even need more power? I thought they did. Power consumption 600, yeah they do. Buy one of those, and then onto that we can feed 3 3x3s. Then we have 9 and 10. Alright. The double hopper... Oh, yeah, the double hopper could have been an option, couldn't it? Because then I can just run 1 times on the double hoppers, and they'll put out twice as much. Okay. 2,555 kilowatts. And we've got how much available on this network? I don't know. Let's go look.
It's a mystery.
Is that one? So we got... Oh, we got 3,600. All right, cool. Let's come back, put the big ones down. Excellent. Now, you still haven't dug this hole out.
A hole.
Your stairwell hole.
I was literally... I'm working on it right now.
Is it going down to the basement?
Yeah, it's a plan.
Oh, I thought you were going to have an exit at normal ground level, because that would have been useful.
I might do that as well.
Alright, I'll turn all these things off. 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 So now the belt's not being filled.
Even is normal ground level.
And you off. Oops, should not have done that with the cable still attached.
One, two,
That
three,
on there.
4, 5, 6.
Turn you on. And the belts are now running at maximum speed. So now, remove cables.
2,
Smashy, smashy.
3, 4.
Make that back up. Turn it on. That'll empty a little bit faster. Thanks, Lishid. Thanks for the prep sub. Should get the B100 excavator with the drill attachment. We might do. At the moment, I'm trying to make the factory work faster because our current equipment is exceeding our factory's capabilities. To the extent that I had to run this save for several hours between the stream last week and this week to even get the stuff processed. And I didn't even get it all processed because a lot of the stuff was still in the smelters. Do the power inputs affect the things that process the dirt/ore? I believe so. I believe they make the conveyors on those run faster so they process more material more quickly. My understanding was that it was all about the conveyor speed. The thing is, once you're running it 10 times emptier, what else can you do? You have to have multiple drop-off spots, yes? Alright, they're empty. Kabak, do you want to keep running your loader, or do you want to hire in a foreman?
I think it's time we hire some crew.
Alright. I think Frosty's around, or will be around shortly, as our foreman again. Where's the roller? Let's see if I can make this drivable. Hello, everybody in chat who said hello and I've missed it. Apologies. It's always hard in multiplayer. Yes, Frosty the foreman. Busy rolling his truck. Morning, foreman. Thanks, Reaper Grim. Thank you for the prime sub.
Good morning.
Morning. I think I might have made this surface much worse than what it started as, but oh well. So, now that we've got our foreman here, Kabak, we need to think about how we want to approach further mining. And I'm kind of torn between the money we were making with the surface mining and open cut mining, and this week instead trying to push towards getting the deep mining going properly. Which means making a space under there that's big enough to fit these new big loaders.
We were doing both of those things last week.
Yeah, but we can't do the deep mining very quickly when we're doing both, can we?
Well, I don't think we can fit 5 people and loaders down the mine shaft.
No, we can't. But maybe there's a way, and this is why I thought I'd wait till Frosty was here. Maybe there's a way that we can combine everyone together to maybe open up the path down there more quickly. Or maybe, Frosty, what if you and I focus on that new bit and I use the big truck? Though I think we need a bit more money. Actually, no, yeah. Okay. I think I have a plan. I think I've figured out a plan. Let's see what you guys think of it. We start off making some more cash by running the Tonka truck from the current iron ore mine, which is starting to become a bit iffy being able to reverse out of. But at least with the big loaders, we should be able to get a few loads done pretty quickly. Sell that stuff off raw rather than processing it to make some cash to get a second Tonka truck. Because then, with a second Tonka truck, we can take one of these big loaders and start expanding the underground mine so that we can get a Tonka truck down there with the big loader. While another one is operating this surface mine, and we can start then, after the second Tonka truck, buy more of these big loaders till the point that everyone has one of these gigantic loaders. What do you guys think? Thank you, Ripper Graham. Thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you very much.
It's going to be an incredibly large hole to get that big truck down.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure, like... I wasn't sure how else to approach it. Like, unless we attempt to do a gigantic open cut mine to get down to that level.
Well, you could use the tunneling machine to make a second tunnel coming out the back, so then the trucks can do a full circuit rather than having to drive down and then back out.
Well, that doesn't... The tunneling machine's pretty narrow.
Yeah, but that would be fine for the smaller trucks.
Maybe the smallest ones. But yeah, the other option we have is we use the plowshares. The nukes.
We could also build a conveyor to lift the ore from down there up into one of the big Tonka trucks.
Oh yeah, we could make a bit of a parking space over here where the loaders are currently and have that as our Tonka truck parking spot. That could work. So you're thinking having the loaders down here, dumping into a spot about where this truck is?
Yeah.
Then conveyor up from there through the ceiling. All right. So, Do you think you'd be able to get one of the big loaders down there?
I think we're going to have issues with the ceiling height.
I think so too. So, should we work on expanding it before we build the infrastructure down here so that you can use a big loader down here?
Not sure if we go up, we go deeper, or try and raise the ceiling. But if we take those tiles away, we'll start having stuff fall on us.
Yeah, I think maybe go deeper.
I have a lot of steel mesh on the way for reinforcing ceilings.
I think we go deeper.
Yeah.
But I think having... Where do we start? Like, if we go deeper, we either need to go further down or start the ramp further back, but we can't really start it much further back.
No, I think we'll have to go further down. Remove this little loading dock and just keep going down.
Yeah. Can you try something for me, Frosty? Can you grab one of the big loaders? And I'm going to grab that truck you're driving out. Can you try and load up this truck with it? Because you were going down, up and down out of the hole originally and loading one of these trucks, but with this much smaller loader. I'm wondering if a single load from that fills this, and if we can then keep truck drivers very busy with a single loader. There you go, I should be out of your way now. So something I don't want to do
Is work.
that I've said that I've said in the previous streams is I don't want to create a situation where we do not need truck drivers. I don't want us going straight from loader to conveyor and then the conveyor goes straight to our factory, because to me that feels like we're then missing out on a whole lot of options. Oh yeah, it's not wide enough for you to turn around up there, is it? So you can't dump from the high point.
Not that it's an issue with this loader.
No, obviously. There appears to be a size discrepancy here. Well, that's full. Okay, so if we can figure out a way to get trucks to park such that you can get them loaded, we can probably have a decent queue of trucks ready for your loader. Yeah, we actually may want to reassess and go for a brand new mine further away from home. Because these vehicles are enormous and the current process is all getting a bit tight. What do you think, Capac? Should we move the mine further away?
Eh?
You even listening to anything I'm saying?
Well, vaguely, but I don't see what you mean by moving the mine further away.
So at the moment, everything's very tight around this little corner. If we decided that the new... Like, I know Frosty's worked really hard getting this bit built, but it does look like we might be sort of better starting somewhere further.
The big excavator does sort of fit down this hole.
Yeah, I noticed you got down there, but can you do anything down there?
I can drive in a straight line to the opposite wall and take a scoop.
Okay, that's something. I guess you can also dump it then straight into the hoppers. But I feel like that's that's part of the problem. With these giant vehicles, it looks like there's really no point loading up a truck. And I kind of want to... Like, my idea for this being fun was to operate it like a proper mine, where the trucks are there because it's far enough away. Yeah, giant vehicles does equal giant open pit mine. How much do the plowshares cost? Oh, they're cheap as. Capac, let's go blow some stuff up.
What?
You heard me. Where do we want our new open cut mine? We should probably start it here and make all this bit open.
Well, shouldn't we be aiming towards a mineral patch somewhere?
Well, I don't know whether the surface mineral patches relate to stuff that's in the... Because we want to get down to stone. We want to get down to the stone stuff that gives the copper and the aluminium and all the other stuff. Not just these surface deposits. We want to get down deeper.
Well, if you want to get down...
Because remember how big this plowshares blow up? Let me remind you.
Well, okay. If it's down, is it down depth from the surface, or is it down depth from sea level?
I don't know.
Because it's depth from sea level, then we want to probably start as low as we can. If it's depth from surface, then we probably want to cut into the side of the mountain.
Okay. So, what about this mountain where I'm standing over here? Can you see me?
Yeah.
We cut this way. Going further southwest, and we kind of go in towards this slope here.
Judging by how we're already on top of a hill, and that deep mine, or the barlog hole, is at stone level, and it's not as deep as this valley behind us, I think it's below surface level.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Alright, time for a nuke. Let's see how big this blows. Everybody watching? I'm gonna get far enough away this time that I don't just see white.
I am the eyes in the skies.
Boom.
That's interesting.
Is it all just... Yeah, because it's a billboard?
Yeah, but the hole appears before the explosion.
Yeah.
I've yet to see either. I just saw the trees fall down. There it goes.
That's the second one. Oh, I'm deleting a lot of pay dirt right now. That's okay.
You know, you don't have to plant them on the surface. You could dig them down into a tunnel.
Oh, fine. You're gonna make me do work? Do you want to grab some and help?
No.
You don't want to blow stuff up?
Just want to watch.
You can blow stuff up too. You can do both. What's Frosty doing that loader? I think he's making us some money. Was the impression I got. Boom. I know I can set off multiple at once. It's less fun that way.
Yeah, there's a big stripe of coal.
So according to some
Oh,
comments
there
I
is a
got on
big-
YouTube, the plowshare thing is named that way because the Americans considered the possibility that nuclear bombs might be useful for digging in a civilian capacity.
Incorrect.
Wasn't it? Something like that? That we're going to like dig canals for farmland?
It's incorrect that was a good idea.
Oh, yeah. But it was an idea.
I feel like Operation Plowshare is a thing, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it was that thing from what some of the comments were saying.
It was indeed, but there was concerns about putting thousands of nuclear explosives in other countries.
That was their concern?
If you get a B140 excavator, you can get a sonic probe drill for it and have it tell you what's under the soil. That sounds cool.
What is the B140? I'm looking at excavators. I see a B120, B100, B140. It's 300k. If you want to get one of them, Capac, feel free.
And the attachment drill.
Yeah. But I figure since we've already got this as kind of a nice spot, I'll still keep going ahead with what I'm doing.
I'll give it a try. B140. The Charlton.
Yep, something like that.
Oh, it's going to be slow getting anywhere.
Yep.
I don't see a sonic drill though. See a regular drill.
I think it's just the regular drill.
It doesn't say anything in the details about it. Oh well, I'll give it a try.
It's under B140 attachments, apparently. Thing you're looking for. So if you get a drill that's there, that's probably the right thing. Frosty, do you want... what I might do is I'll bring the Tonka truck around and maybe you can start leveling this and I'll into the Tonka truck while I'm exploding more stuff.
Sounds good.
Oh man, these things run out of fuel quick. We're going to need fuel truck runs. This thing's almost out of fuel already and it's barely been used.
They start with not a full tank of fuel.
Ah. Fine, Capac's going to make me go around the long way. Capac, why is there a helicopter coming after you've already delivered your truck? Did you buy 2 of them by accident?
No, because the drill came as a separate
Oh,
part.
separate vehicle.
Why is there a TV screen up there? That's not normal.
Yeah, fuel truck might equal new job. I think we will need a fuel truck. I like the idea of spreading things out a bit more so that there might be a use to having a fuel truck. Oh, how do you use that?
I've got to attach it somehow, I think.
Do you have to drive up to it?
I can see the attachment points on it.
Do I tell him or let him figure it out?
I reckon you should tell him. I think Capac's a bit tired, so we don't want him to get too cranky.
Yep. So you need to bring the end of the arm right up close, so you're going to have to knock it over because the attachment's on the back. And then you press Q to enter the attachment menu.
Wait, how do I extend the... Oh, there we go. Why is it so strong? Oh. Attach menu.
Everyone get your popcorn ready.
Wait, what does that mean? What the?
Is Capac gonna go flying?
I enter the attacher menu, but then it doesn't give me any prompts or anything.
It
Just
releases
an icon on the screen.
It releases your mouse. You have to click on it.
Whoa!
Oh, he didn't lift off the ground though. You might want to adjust your position a bit, Capac.
I'm trying. Whoa!
Whoa, Buck and Bronco.
Right. Now what?
Well, I guess now you're doing a soil sampling.
Yes, you have to go assign a keybind for it. To drill up and down.
Controls.
And the excavator.
Excavator.
You may need to... Yeah, you need to get the drill further down because it's currently saying in air.
Drill in, drill out.
Ah, cool. They're already assigned up and down.
Okay, your depth says 22, pay dirt. You can't go very deep.
Where are you seeing what it says?
On the TV screen on the side of it.
What? You mean the one that's floating in the air back there? Oh, it's okay. It's so you can read it when you're actually in the machine. Wow. At a depth of 21,646 meters.
Yeah, we are currently...
I didn't think it was that long. But I'm just seeing depth on the screen. I'm not seeing any details about material.
Yeah, it doesn't go very deep. Alright. More nukes.
I guess it's so you can tell what's under an oil patch without digging down there on the surface.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be especially useful for, like, finding stuff.
Oh,
I thought it was going to go, like, 100
behind.
meters deep so that you could see what was in the stone. Oh, what am I doing? This is a daft way to do this. I need... Draymite. Let's change this around. Let's move that there, that there.
What the? I left the TV behind. Well, this isn't very useful.
No.
Oh well, back to work.
I am 100% with you on that, Capac. It does not seem very useful. Which means we're probably using it wrong.
I mean, you're using it wrong.
What? I'm not using it.
I can't use it because it has left its display behind.
So what I was thinking we attempt to do here is make a big open cut mine that goes down to rock level, and we have the loaders are down at rock level, so we probably need to obviously go deeper than it currently is. But we want to be able to drive down there with the big Tonka trucks, get loaded, and drive back out. So we basically need a loop that goes down, and then a second ramp that comes all the way back up. I feel like I'm going to have to go a lot bigger than I'm currently going. But we'll see. Store explosives. And we might need to hire some help soon so that we can try and smooth this out and then go with more plowshares once we've figured out exactly where we're at. I can be the dozer driver. We can get other people to do some stuff. I can be the dozer driver. I'm not too bad at dozer driving now. Oh yeah. Right, scale-wise. Not going too bad. Might do some dig down and see how deep the rock actually is. I don't think I'm getting back out of this hole. Oh, there's rock.
There's rock.
Yeah, I found there's rock. Uluru. Yeah, I might need to buy myself a bigger dozer. We don't have the money for that, though. Oh, Frosty, did I almost drop you in the hole then?
I'm okay at the moment.
Okay, good. I saw your name tag just near the edge of the hole I made. Oops. Don't want to put that there. There we go. No, I'm not tired of digging the dirt. I want us to get to a point where we can actually make a decent open cut mine, like for these gigantic trucks, because these gigantic trucks are really made for open cut mines. They're not made for underground mines. So I figure we do open cut and see how we go. Now, where's our bulldozer? See what I can do. Cycling through a nuke seems like dicing with disaster. Yes! That's the best part. Uh-oh. I wasn't watching. Oops. Just looking at chat, rather than looking at the giant mess that I'm making. Tapak,
What?
why did you park your brand new excavator right in the way?
Fine, I'll move it.
Problem with the really big dozer is you can't tilt the blade. Oh. Yeah, I feel like we need quality earmuffs for this dozer. Because it makes an awful racket.
It is very squeaky.
Yeah. It's not an option in the audio settings from what I remember.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is it effects? Or is it engine? Let's see. If I save that.
What the?
What's wrong? What did you do? What did you break?
I didn't
Looks like
break
you got-
anything, but I found some floating text saying in air over here.
Yeah, that's the thing that says where the drill is. That's
You
what
mean this
should have been
thing?
on that screen.
It is on the screen. But it's also here under the floating in the air.
Oh. Sounds like you found a bug. And I've had to turn off all my sound effects so that we don't have to listen to the bulldozer while I use it. Yay.
Oh, okay, that doesn't look right. I guess it'll work.
Come on. Done this bit a bit. Come on.
Oh, now it kind of looks like I got a rail gun.
Oh, come back, Sappy. Now you miss it. Wonder if I can make it just less obnoxious. So if we put this at, say... oh, too far. Put it there. So we can... There you go. We can hear it, but it's not super loud. I wish the running noise of the tracks was included in engine noise. That's where it should probably be because it is a constant sound. It shouldn't be part of effects, it should be part of engine sounds so that you can have it a bit quieter. Magic. Bulldozer. Keep removing stuff for me. So I figure what we need is... Oh, that's how we should be doing this. We should just be building the roadway down and the roadway back up. And then we can deal with the digging of the mine once that's in place.
That would probably expedite things.
So what I'm thinking of is we just build a big loop. So Frosty, where you're at would be the top of that loop. And then the bottom of the loop is the far side of the circle. And we have ramp going down on each side so that the trucks go one way only. Down and back up. I think that should work. The thing that makes WD-40 confusing as a thing that gets rid of noises is that they do make lubricant. That is branded as WD-40, even though WD-40 is their 40th version of water displacement product. It's just that now it's also the brand name. Because you can buy WD-40 branded silicone sprays that are suitable for putting in your, like your door hinges, for example, when they squeak. But you shouldn't put regular WD-40 in them because that'll make your door hinges worse. Because it is not a lubricant, the proper one. The original one.
No, you use the WD-40 electrical contact cleaner. It may not lubricate it as well, but it'll make it conduct electricity better.
You like your doors to conduct electricity, do you?
Yes.
I see.
I think I've used far too much of the WD-40 contact cleaner. It's probably affected my health by now.
Oh dear.
Are you feeling particularly conductive?
The opposite, fortunately.
That
Well, I'd
somewhat
probably be
relates
dead.
to your real-world job, doesn't it, Frosty?
It does indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was a mine foreman.
Close enough?
I have worked in the mines, but not as a machine operator.
No. I almost worked in the mines. But then YouTube started getting enough views and I didn't have to. Which was delightful.
Yeah, I don't recommend it.
Well, I was going to work in their occupational health stuff. Was one option to have as a backup plan. Got to make sure Toby always has a roof over his head.
Well, mines are good for that.
No, now we play in the mines. We don't work in the mines. This is play.
The children yearn for the mines.
It's true.
You weren't going to buy Astroneer, but then I started playing it. Well, look. I can't be held responsible for games that I play that that I actually have paid for with my own money, I feel. Also, some days Shaq is like Capac if Capac had, well, if Capac drank energy drinks.
Ew. I'll
just
take the crab juice.
I'm more... Some days, but other days, when I play
look,
with
a
Shaq,
squirrel.
I am the Capac. Let's just blow this up. Can have interns loading iron into your truck while you do this? True, except Frosty needs that truck because he's loading with this loader. That's the problem. We don't have enough money to run enough trucks right now. Although, we could potentially get people to manually... Actually, that's the point. We could be loading using the regular trucks up here.
Oh. Why is it
Capac.
so hard to tell which concrete block is which?
Yeah, it's really annoying. It should have like a C on it for Chamford, or a, like they should have lettering on it.
It should say the full name when you hover over it in the
That
thing,
too.
instead of just telling you the materials.
Tommaso, no! No! That is a terrible idea. We will not
think
set
it
up
was
a
those ones.
sell point and mass dump into it.
That's boring.
That's not mining. That's just throwing stuff in a pit. No, I don't want to make money quickly. I want to provide a fun experience that happens to make money. That's my goal. The fun comes first, the money comes second. But what I was thinking is, we should be able to hire a crew, and Frosty can probably lead them while I'm bulldozing as well, in terms of setting it up. We should be able to hire a crew to operate the older trucks and these older loaders up here, mining out all of the iron, so they can be running while the new open cut mine is being established.
That'll probably do for now. Stupid floating TV.
How much of a licking dog is Charlie? Very much. Where'd you go?
147 steel mesh ceilings.
Nice. Alright, I've fixed my problems with this road, which means the trucks should be able to drive up it and down it, because it is relatively wide. And then they just need to operate loading directly into the trucks. So maybe we start off by hiring 4 extras in, so that we've got 2 people on loaders, 2 people on trucks. I reckon that should work. Or Frosty, do you think we should hire someone to operate the Tonka truck while you're loading it with the loader?
With the amount of leveling I'm doing, I don't think I'm going to be loading it particularly quickly.
That's what I thought. All right, cool. Let's do the things that I need to do. Checking the list, adding the extra people. All right, let's see if the thing works this week. Because it wasn't working last week, and I haven't made any changes, and so it probably won't work again. No! I don't understand why it's not working.
I feel like this was expected.
Yeah, it's not like I was prefacing it with "this isn't going to work" kind of comments, was it?
I've done absolutely nothing, and I'm all out of ideas.
Exactly. Right, let's see if it spins. Hey, spin zone, come on in. All right, and next one. Shadow didn't put her name down, so no Shadow this week. Jimmy! Jimmy, don't shoot my tires. You know what I'm talking about. All right, and number 3. Core, come on in. Oops, forgot to remove core from the respin. My bad. And Solonic, come on in. All right, that's 4. That should give us a reasonably operating mine, and we can see whether we need more than that. But basically, you guys, 2 of you get on 2 of these loaders, so I would recommend picking the white and red loader from over near the factory, and this blue one. Those are the two loaders you should use because they're the biggest ones. And then grab the other, once those loaders are grabbed, the other two of you grab the trucks, the two biggest trucks you can find parked over there. And we should start filling. Steam has me offline. Well, that doesn't help. I didn't notice that because apparently it didn't matter for Frosty or Catback.
I joined through the server browser.
Ah.
I
So
also
there you go.
did that.
There we go. That'll be why. Wait, does that mean you can join without being friends? If you know this password? Probably. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Sin. Thank you, Wheel. You may leave now. Leave? Yeah, whoops, my bad. This is the problem with having a previously fully functional automated system that got rid of it. That I didn't have to remember how to do. How deep do I have to go? It's quite deep. Just seeing Capac fall down a hole?
What's this stuff? Blasted rock.
Yeah, so blasted rock, it can be mined and processed into gravel and stuff if we had that processing set up, but we don't. Because we have all of ours go through floaters to try and get other resources from it. I don't think the big loader is as quick at doing this particular task as the bulldozer is, actually. Because the bulldozer gets to delete lots and lots of material, so it actually ends up being a bit quicker. Oh, since it was brought up again, I'll just as a reminder, like the reason I'm refusing to do the sell point thing, even if it's arguably the way to get money quickly so that we can get the trucks we want to do the things we want to do. For me, the moment I do something like that, it's kind of like the same as when you're playing a game where you, like, say RimWorld. Once you save scum, for me, in RimWorld, I feel like I've lost a lot of the attachment to that save, even though I save scummed because I was unhappy with it. And I kind of lose a lot of interest in the game at that point, so that's something I don't want to do here. I don't want to use cheese when I don't need to use it, because it will make me less attached to what we've done, and have less joy in it. Are you guys using the right password if you're unable to join? We haven't had any connection problems previously, and with the other two already in, it should be fine. Oh, Kabak. I was meaning to ask you, does your latency get worse during the session, or is it just bad once we've got 8 people in the session?
I think it's with more people, but it's just for like construction. It doesn't really affect anything else. It's just when I'm trying to place blocks.
Okay. Charlie, what are you doing, girl? You being a menace, dog? Alright, I think I have to go and attend to the dog that wants to go outside. Yes. Password is Capac is great. That's what it would be if Capac said it. Fortunately, he doesn't get to choose my passwords. Come on. Jose. Yes, Charlie. I hear you. I'm coming. Needed to get a bulldozer out of a hole.
Alright, everyone grab your two-factor authentication USB dongle.
I appear
There
to
you
be
go, the dog is
stuck
happy.
on a drone.
She's out.
Oh, alright.
Shouldn't the password be blame Capac? Usually. I don't feel like there's much to blame him for in this. It's probably why we keep playing it.
It appeared nobody can seem to connect.
Weird. Yet, you both could. Can people connect through the browser? The server browser? Capac, are you directly underneath the dozer?
It's behind the dozer.
Apparently they're not getting the option to even type the password in.
Oh. I have no idea what to do then.
Restart the game. I might fix up the broken TVs as well.
Yeah? Weird. We're in the live version. I'm not using the beta because I didn't want to deal with bugs. Alright. Well. I guess I reload and see if everyone can join? Save game. Let's see if all this works.
Oh, you changed your online status, didn't you? While running the server.
Yeah, I did. Do you reckon that broke it?
I think that might have broken it, because I can't reconnect anymore. Well, before you shut it down.
Ah. Okay. Cool. That's interesting to know. We are going to need to go to a be right back screen. All right. I'm going to use this opportunity while everyone rejoins to take a quick bio break then. I will be right back.
Yeah, it's fixed.
What the? How has this happened? Well, I found a bug. Hey, Frosty,
Yeah?
look up.
Seem to be a long way in the air.
I am. I was piloting the drone, and when I spawned back in, it decided that I was on the drone, even though I was controlling it remotely from the ground. Maybe I should go on a drone adventure. Drone's not very fast though, that's the problem.
You get a good view from up here, though.
Oh, were you just piloting the drone?
Yeah, I was just trying to see what was going on. Bye, Capac.
What's happening to Capac?
My home planet needs me.
Capac, are you flying away again?
Yeah.
You already found out how far you could go.
No, I found out how far up I could go.
Is that seriously your plan now?
Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna go check out this mountain.
All right. You know, we could buy you a dozer and you could help by building part of the road down, right? If you decide to.
Sounds boring. Now, if you could buy me a helicopter, that would speed up this process.
Yeah, unfortunately that's not an option. I feel like the dozer driving, you get progress quite quickly, so it doesn't feel as... I don't know, it feels fast enough that I don't find it to be boring. I'm glad everyone can rejoin. / join. That is an interesting thing to learn about the whole don't change your online status after you start the game. It's an unexpected issue.
Yeah, there's definitely a few ore deposits around up here.
Oh, Capac. Do you know what you could do? If you're
Fly
wanting
up
to
a
do
mountain?
prospecting, the drill machine, it could be used as the prospecting into the like hard rock.
What?
The driller, the tunneler, you can tunnel into the rock because you should be able to drive it into the bottom of the plowshare hole, and then from there just keep drilling horizontally and down till you find a deposit of something good for us to mine. And then we know where we need to start the actual mining. Because at the moment we're kind of just doing an open cut. This is how we can get the big trucks down into the hole.
Maybe we should just mine the top of this mountain.
I mean, getting up there's the challenge, I suppose.
Right, we'll fly everything in by drone.
Sounds like a very efficient way to mine. I'm on board.
What's it like up there, Capo?
Oh, I'm almost at the top. There's a bit of snow.
Well, if this was a survival game, that'd be how we'd get our first refrigerator. Why do I get the feeling Frosty's going to have a path down to the bottom before I do? Did you just fall off your drone? Capac?
Yeah, I fell off the drone. I'm gonna have to do the rest the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna have to do...
Well, for those of you wondering, this is what you could go and look at on Capac's stream, which is him Skyriming his way up the hill.
Is that
Capac.
all stone?
Let me see.
could put the drone in your pocket and then respawn it.
I
What are you getting from that?
think it's dirt.
Yeah, it's got to be dirt, right?
Yeah, dirt.
Yeah. Well, you made it to the top of the hill.
Hooray! Can I get snow?
Frosty has actually made the path down on that side quicker than I've made this one, which, show off. Oh, that's not good. That's not what I want to do. Have you been dumping to try and make the path better as well?
Yeah, I haven't actually put much in the dump truck. I've just been using it to sort of level out the high spots and the low spots.
Yeah. I'm just trying to make a nice wide path down.
At
Something I
this
can
point,
hope-
I'm just trying to make a path down. That way, if something falls in the hole, we can get it back out.
That's probably a good idea. Don't tell Wasted there's snow up in those hills. Yeah, we'll lose him for weeks. He'll break another elbow. And then another one, and then another one.
What? How many elbows does he have?
Yes. He plays a lot of Rimworld. He's probably got a lot of elbows. Oh man, come on. Get level again.
Whoop. Drone.
Oh. Is Capac trying to level a mountain with a shovel? Possibly.
Yeah, I smoothed out the top.
Making sure there was proof that you were there.
Oh, proof I was here, huh?
You're gonna try and write your name in it. Now that I've said that out loud. Oh no, my fuel's low. Alright, let's chuck a
that'll do.
few Draymite down. Clear the floating bits. Well, that one's gonna be tricky. Or not. Man, the floating bits in this are so much easier to deal with than
What?
SE.
Oh, why?
Oops, no, bad wrong.
Better.
Should probably put the Draymite next to the
Zoom,
Plowshare, but this
zoom.
is going to be funny if I mess it up, so I'm going to leave it.
What? Are you nuking things again?
No, I'm deliberately making it possible that I might, by accident.
That's a shame. I was gonna see what it looked like from this far away.
Oh, would you like me to nuke something? I can nuke something.
Sure.
Hang on. You ready?
Yeah.
Can you see it at all?
Nope.
Well, that's disappointing.
I see a whole bunch of
What if you
giant
press
nameplates.
F3 to hide your HUD? If you tap F3 a couple of times, does it get rid of the names so that you can actually see anything?
I can see a truck moving. Oh no, I've fallen again. I'll be faster on foot.
How do you write that on an OSHA report? Fell off drone.
Fell off drone while exploring mountain.
Okay. This isn't too far from the bottom. Like, we'll have a possibly useful road soon. I'm gonna check on the guys doing the mining. The mining that's actually making us some money.
Oh yeah, I could have bought a flag to plant on top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You didn't even need to bring it. You could have just bought it while you were up there.
True.
So you got Chibi and Spin Zone in the trucks, and Salonic and Core fighting each other in the trucks. In the loaders. So, last week, I was joking about Go-Go driving over the edge and dropping into my truck. And then I was reminded in the comments, you know, latency and digital control, they don't go well together. So I wonder how many of the ridiculous things that have happened for people have been because they're using keyboard rather than controller for driving. I did have a feeling that it was done on purpose. The roller's all the way up there. I don't want to have to go get it. I just wanted to make it a little bit smoother for the start. Although I need to get fuel. I forgot about that. Something very,
We might be at the point now where it's worth it to buy the fuel truck.
Well, you can buy the fuel truck if you want.
I mean, I could.
And drive it all the way back from that mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if spawning it in this forest is a good idea.
You'd have plenty of fuel to make it back.
I don't know if it would survive the terrain.
You can always pick it up if it doesn't.
Fuel truck is fast. Sounds dangerous.
One of the really strange things about the tracked vehicles, and I notice it a lot more with the Dozer than I do with other ones, is that while you are accelerating or braking, steering goes one way, and as soon as you stop, the steering goes the other way. And it is, awkward at times. Hmm?
Oh. Thought that was a building. Just a patch of ore.
And on the tunneler, the steering is reversed depending on direction of travel. Oh, yeah. I noticed that too. It's usable as long as you're not quickly transitioning from one to the other. Like, it makes sense. Like, when I'm stationary and I turn left, that's the way I expect it to go. But when I'm reversing, I expect it to go this way. So it's weird, but it does work, but it just feels weird when you quickly transition from one to the other. No, the intern slots haven't all been filled because we're trying to make a new mine. Capac's doing unknown things, but I'm hoping to make a new mine here. And Frosty is helping. There's not enough space for more people to operate here. So it's kind of where we're at the maximum of number of people who can operate where we're at.
Do you want to knock this wall back, or I'm going to end up coming underneath you at my current progression?
What do you want me to... Which bit do you want done? You want me to blow a hole in that wall?
I feel like this terrain is starting to get a bit weird.
Yeah, because I'm currently coming down to the left at the moment, and I'm wondering if we're not going to meet at the same level.
We're probably not. We're probably going to have to adjust both sides a bit. Does that help?
Yep.
I think the new mine is probably going to be a mix of open cut and underground. Because the open cut face will be like where all the big trucks can get to, and then as we excavate, it'll probably end up going underground.
So an underground open cut mine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do have 7 of 8 people. Yeah, we're almost full anyway. We're only one person short. Didn't think about that. I kind of wish I could... I wish I could be like, hey devs, you want to let me have an access to that 99 person mode? I'd love to give that a try. Let's see how bad it performs. Because apparently they've been testing that.
Let's see how many trucks we can afford.
Yeah.
One more person for fuel. I don't know if it's okay to use people as fuel.
People are food, not fuel?
Sure.
We have standards.
Just not safety standards.
Sounds like a proper mine.
Yep, we have profit standards, not safety standards. What's the octane rating on Capac? Oh yeah, Capac, what's your octane rating?
3.
3?
So you detonate at atmospheric pressure.
Sometimes. I detonate when I want, thank you very much.
Yep, sounds like an octane rating less than 5.
Wow, okay. This map sure is something.
How big it is?
Yeah, I thought I would have come to the end of it by now.
No, I don't... Capac, I don't think you can in a single stream. I don't think you can walk there. If you're trying to find the edge of the map, I don't think you'll get there. It is many, 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 many kilometers that you would have to travel.
Yeah, I've already traveled quite a few. Oh, get up here.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the map's like 400... Is it 400 square kilometers or is it 400 kilometers squared? I think it might be 400 kilometers squared.
Oh, I fell. Guess I'll come back.
It's huge. Like, the map is enormous. It's almost pointlessly large. Because it's so large you just can't do anything. Like, it basically means don't bother exploring to the edge of the map, just do stuff where you want stuff. It's that big. Because you will break your game before you reach the edge of the map. How many kilometers down? I think it's 20?
What if it goes all weird at the edges of the map like in Minecraft?
Well, it probably will, because we'll probably get to floating point error territory in there.
My favorite territory.
I'm aware. We're not going to be quite deep enough at the meeting point, are we, Frosty?
I've got some stone showing through here.
Yeah, but we probably want to get, like, to solid stone at it. But I also think we can probably, like, extend this and make it better as we go. Because obviously my side of things is not super drivable. It's not terrible. Once I run the roller over it, it should be drivable.
What? Tommaso says it's 400,000 square kilometers.
Yeah.
And that Germany is 357,000 square kilometers.
This is my point. I don't think you can reach the edge of the map, Kappa. I'm saying this to save you the pain of spending the rest of your stream going in a direction you cannot progress from.
I find it also quite humorous that looking at the map, Capac has flown into the direction of the center of the map and not the edge.
What?
Of course he has.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know there was a map. I haven't even looked at this.
We are closer to the edge of the map here than Capac is now.
Yeah, I kind of just figured that we'd spawned in the middle of the map.
Apparently the devs were saying that they were going to put stuff on the map for you to interact with eventually. Well, they've got... Their trains are on their roadmap, so they're clearly wanting you to go distances eventually, but...
I vote for hot dog stands.
From what people have said about their more complex saves, where they've been playing for a while, I think they need to optimize the save file and the saving system before they can get anywhere near trains. So I'd say that's quite a ways off. Because people were asking me why they hadn't noticed that the game was saving last week, and that's because the changes we've made are small enough that the game doesn't take long to save. There you go, meats. Now we just gotta make it usable.
Delicious
And
meat.
deep enough. Does Capac want a tofu hot dog? What?
Tofu? Ugh. Rather die.
Are there not some tofu dishes you're okay with?
I'm against tofu in principle.
What about agadashi tofu?
I mean, I'd probably eat it, but I wouldn't like it.
I think you would like it,
I'd be thinking about meat the whole time.
but it's not meant to be a meat dish.
I don't care. I'd be thinking it would be better if it was bacon.
I enjoy tofu best when it's cooked with meat and then takes on that flavor, so like spaces out the dish.
As a bulking agent. Well, I mean, that's, I suppose, in a lot of places, traditionally, how such things were used, so that meat went further. But I find anything that people use as a meat substitute is best when it's not used as a meat substitute, but rather used because that's the right ingredient for that dish.
My favorite meat substitute is chicken.
Okay, can I get the dozer out now?
Oh. Stupid Twitch app.
Yeah, the dozer is a very good tunneler if you can keep it level, which I struggle with. Still, I did kind of figure out how to use the dozer. Like, I have managed to make something of a ramp here that I should be able to smooth out with a bit of work. I just hope that this ramp isn't too steep for a loaded truck.
I watched an old school sci-fi movie on Sunday night.
Oh yeah? What was that?
The 1972 Russian film Solaris.
So a
Real
Soviet
weird.
film?
Yeah.
Okay.
Based on the book by Stanislaw Lem.
Alright. Oh, why are you stuck now? Silly machine.
It's about a guy who falls in love with a planet.
The whole planet?
Yeah.
See?
It was good. I would recommend.
So that's what Guardians of the Galaxy is based off.
May have been an inspiration. Or Ego, the living planet.
Alright, this is almost enough, I think. I mean, again, then get in there and explode the rest of it.
Oh. I could see the marker I left on top of the mountain, and everybody's nameplates have separated now, so I must be getting close.
You must be. Does it feel nice to be almost home? So you can get back to work.
I just feel like there's so much more nature left to destroy. We've barely even scratched the surface.
Well, I'm doing my bit. Are you?
Well, I did chop down a whole bunch of trees.
Yeah, that's weeks ago.
I mean, I could cut down some more now, leave a path of destruction on my way back.
Yeah, you could.
But now that the factory's done, I don't really need the wood so bad.
Well, the factory needs to get bigger. Where's that tomb voxel? There it is. Come on, mouse.
Oh, already here.
Driving the roller down here after driving the big loader is quite the size difference.
Yep. Can you get the roller the whole way round?
Isn't that a job?
Yeah, but it's dependent on the quality of the existing materials. So we still got to get deeper. A fair bit. So we're going to need to expand this more. Is this the factory 2.0 basement? No. I don't know what we'll do about the factory side of things. I'm just worried about getting more stuff dug up right now. That's all this is about. This is about making a factory, a mine that's big enough for the Tonka trucks. We come back 3 weeks later and Frosty's still going around in circles with the roller. There's only one roller, isn't there?
We've only purchased one, but I think there are 2 different available ones.
Do we buy a grader and see if it can help? Oh yeah, there's only one agitation roller.
There's a thing for smoothing out asphalt, specifically.
Yeah, that's not what we're after. No, I think we've made this wide enough. The challenge that Frosty and I have is we've made it this wide, but we have not made it deep enough. Which means we probably need to go further on our, like, make it into more of an oval shape than a circle shape.
We need some rivers, that's what we need.
I mean, we do almost have a racetrack now, because we could turn it into like a figure of 8 style thing with the loop at the other end and the loop down here. So there is that.
The voices in my ear are already racing the dump trucks once they fill up to the drop-off area and back.
So they wait till both are full and then they race back.
Yes.
Okay. Noted. Need to hire new help.
They've been using your explosions as the go signal.
Okay, that works. Well, it looks like we've got a flat-ish sections in part of our ramps, so we could probably start our ramps further back and get down deeper. Do you reckon I think we kind of need to do that, don't we?
Probably.
Yep. Alright. Back in the dozer. Oh, also, a pile of stuff behind the dump truck.
Maybe that I should add zombies to the game.
No! Why? Too many games have zombies.
What about random wolves that come and eat steel blocks?
And then explode and sound like a terrible dog whimpering noise. I will admit, it was hilarious. I think I'm allowed to say this. When I was in Prague, Marek did make a small offhand remark about the whole cyberhounds incident. And it sounds like that's part of the reason that Marek came back to actually taking control over SE development. Because that happened. And he was like, no, this is not okay.
Well, they're adding cyberdogs to Darktide soon.
What do they do in Darktide? Do they chew on your steel plate and explode?
They're a pal for the new class that they're adding. That you can stick them on enemies and you get like bonuses to enemies that have been attacked by your cyberdog.
Right. Is the cyberdog like a dog that has cybernetic implants, or is it a robot dog?
It is a dog with cybernetic implant. Mastiff, in fact.
Big dog.
I'm kind of annoyed though because I kind of wish they'd given you other options than just the dog, because the guys that have those also have things like cyber eagles, and I want a cyber eagle.
I thought you were going to say you wanted a duck or a goose.
I don't want a cyber goose.
Why not? You're the most deadly of all.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Yes, but it's equally dangerous to everybody, including its handlers.
Well, that sounds very Warhammer to me.
The Emperor does not bless the cyber goose.
Oh boy. Yeah, Cyber Canadian Goose. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Cybernetically enhanced machine of destruction. Yeah, I mean, you could have a Cyber Honey Badger or a Cyber Wolverine. Either of those would work.
Oh, in Warhammer they've also got servo skulls and cherubs.
Cherub doesn't sound very dangerous.
Oh, it's got a gun attached to it, it can be. But I think usually the cherubs are more like got like shield generators and stuff like that built into them. It doesn't have to be bad damage. I wouldn't mind having a Cyber Eagle that gives me some spotting abilities, better targeting. Light up
Aim
different
assist.
enemy types. Not aim assist.
You said better targeting.
Yeah, but like marking target.
I suppose it could give you, like, extra warning when one of the particular bad guys that they give you warning shows up. Like, you get an extra 5 or 10 seconds or something. Like, you know, when one of the big guys is coming along. Cyber Drop Bear. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but then you need a cyber tree for it to live in.
Couldn't you just, like, plant a tree on the Ogryn's shoulder?
Yeah.
Or add Groot as a character?
No, that's Xenos filth.
The lack of hesitation makes me think Capac already thought about that.
You're
But
not wrong.
Rocket would be fine, because he's a raccoon. Groot, Nebula, Gamora, they're all on the chopping block. Actually, Peter Quill's on the chopping block as well, because he's only half human.
Does that mean it's only Rocket that isn't Xenos still?
You got Rocket, you got the Soviet space dog with psychic powers. If the High Evolutionary is human, then you've got him as well.
Oh man, trying to make this hole deeper now that when we already had a path that works feels so much less exciting. Also, I feel like I'm making a mess of it.
I did make a mess of it. I needed to use my shovel to get out.
Oh. Did you roll over or something?
No, I've just managed to, like, make some up and down ramps that I got my wheels stuck in.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, actually, I think the biggest question mark in Guardians of the Galaxy versus Warhammer 40k would be Howard the Duck.
Why is that?
Because he is from an alternate universe, but he's still from Earth. So he's not a Xenos.
Yeah, it feels like 40k they would class other universe as Xenos filth, wouldn't they?
They
It's
haven't.
not from their Earth.
They haven't run into that problem yet. There hasn't been a precedent set.
I don't know. Feels likely to me.
It would count as a demon.
Yeah, still alien. That's what I was thinking. Now, I wish I'd thought about this
Damn.
mine
Oh, it's
process
huge.
before. The one we're digging.
Yep.
Yeah, you want to help?
Nope.
No. That's disappointing.
I could do some bombs if you want me to do some bombs.
Do you want to use the Draymite to clear up some of the edges and stuff?
Let's see. Ray.
Draymite. D-R-A-E.
Ah, there we go. Clear up edges.
Yeah, like, to try and help us have a better path for the vehicles to get down. So you can see how deep I'm needing to make this ramp, and you can see the bits that aren't. And then you can see the walls that are kind of have overhangs, and you can clean some of those up, I guess. So what I'm imagining with this is on the outside of this loop is where we'll be actually mining, not the inside. So the trucks just park on this side and then... Whoa! Okay. That happened. Still can't tell if we're being deep enough from my side, Frosty.
I'm starting to hit hard ground.
Okay. I have the the plowshares, they crack rock, don't they?
No, they just kind of...
Oh, they just delete, they don't
delete.
crack? Okay. So we might need some rock cracking done. So Kabak might need to do some explosions to allow Frosty to actually dig through that ground, Kabak.
Well, over here.
No, go see where Frosty's truck is. The one that he's been using, the loader. See that stone that's in front of him? You need to put some regular explosives down on that stone so that it can be cracked, because then the loader can move it. It probably needs to not be Draymite that you use. What did you just explode there?
Rocks.
No, but what type of explosive did you use?
There's more Draymite.
Oh, weird. Didn't delete much.
It's tactical explosions.
Yeah, the back of the dozer can crack rock, but that would require me reversing over there. I can't even get around there. I thought it'd give Capac something useful to do.
Ah!
Yeah, this is feeling like we're pretty close to the level we want to be at. As long as I can get the bulldozer out of here. I feel like the rake on the back of the dozer should crack rock in like a wide path, like about the width of the the dozer, sorry, so that it feels like it's worth doing. Gamey, yes, but also it's a game. No, Takari, I'm confident that in my hands the dozer is quicker than using the loader. Because if you have a look at the width of these paths down, like Frosty is better with the loader than I am, and he has not managed to dig as wide a path as I have managed on this side. With this dozer, and I know that he is quicker at it. That's why I'm not using the loader, because the dozer is quicker.
Don't have to reverse out and dump material all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that looks real weird.
What's that?
The dirt getting scooped up as you drive past.
Like, I know I hated the dozer at first, but now that I've learned how it can work, I quite like it for making paths. You're much less likely to get stuck as well. Because what I was trying to use it for when we first started playing this was I was trying to use it to level the ground. And it is not very good at leveling in my hands, but it is quite good for making a path that you can then level later with other devices. Kabak, did you want to buy one of the graders and try them out?
Full diameter for rock fracturing.
Yeah, that's what you're after.
TNT.
Yep. It's dynamite.
So which rock is it? Is it this stuff?
It's the bluey stuff.
Oh, yep, there we go.
You could also probably do that on all the walls to make all of the little overhangs fall down.
Then you want to dig the walls?
Oh, I meant the bits along the path, rather than the bits in front of us. Yeah, how much wider do we need to go so that... Whoa! Are you testing the route, Frosty?
Yep.
Oh. Well, I've made it wide enough. Probably do with getting a little bit wider.
Yeah, looks like it could be a little smoother, but it looks like
it's possibly a bit steep at that top end on Frosty's side.
But maybe Maybe he went the wrong way round. Maybe it would be better to enter from this side and come out on that side where it's a bit shallower.
Yeah, but then we're driving on the right.
So?
Can't have that. We drive on the left here. We have to stick to it even though it annoys people. Specifically because it annoys people.
We had someone stuck on one of Capac's invulnerable flanks.
Really?
High-centered.
Oh dear. Alright, I'm on my way up.
Already fixed.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I'm helping right now, but I'm trying to. Uh-oh. That's not helping.
You okay down there, Capac?
Yeah.
What are you... Has he just dynamited his way down a hole?
Don't know what you're talking about.
So want to drop a plowshare on your head.
Don't drop bombs on me.
Oh, good idea, Frosty. Hang on. There we go. Well, he'll eventually figure out what's happened. For those of you wondering, Capac is currently controlling the drone.
The rescue drone.
Oh, is it to rescue you from your hole?
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
I don't know. Safety porpoises are pretty expensive. All those water tanks.
No. No. I thought I had that higher than that. Oops. Okay. So it seems, I reckon we're pretty close to having a path. Now what we need is a space down there to turn around the loader so that the big Tonka trucks can get filled, right?
Weird that I
think
can't
so,
see
yeah.
my own nameplate, even though I'm remotely controlling something.
Your nameplate is currently on the drone. It's the vehicle you're controlling.
That would explain it.
It's an out-of-body experience.
Store. Equipment, explosives, Draymite. Oops, no. Yeah, I feel like this is where we should start, and then I'll just blast us a nice big cave over here. Unless you want to start actually just digging here, Frosty. Unless
Yeah, I
Capac
can
wants
give it
to.
a go. I'm just going to do a little roundabout with the
Oh yeah, good idea.
roller.
Is this the... Yeah, that's blasted rock.
Wait,
What?
you bury me?
No. We wouldn't do that.
How rude.
You left yourself in a hole! What did you expect? If I had left myself in a hole, what would you have done? Hi.
Yeah.
The operators are asking if we could get a bucket attachment for that excavator we bought to dig out up the top there.
Capac?
Sure.
Equipment manager. You got a job to do.
They want a what for a what now?
The bucket for the B140.
Bucket for a B140.
Yeah, the excavator you bought is the B140, and they want a bucket for it.
I thought I got a B120.
Maybe... No, you bought a... I thought you bought the B140. You may want to check that.
I know, it is the 140. $140. Trenching bucket or a standard bucket?
Standard bucket. Because you want them to be able to dig big. I think we're going to need to use some hand digging to make this properly smooth, but it doesn't need to be super smooth, I guess, for the big truck, does it? Oh, hang on, I'll help.
Shall I call the shovel brigade?
Oh, screen is working out. You're gonna have to detach that drill though.
Yeah, hire someone whose job it is to make this road usable. You get a pick and a shovel. Or you get maybe just the pick and the roller. Can you hire NPCs? No. That's why we're using real people.
I don't know how to pick this drill up.
If you go to vehicles, can you pick it up?
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, I think we would have gone down maybe another few meters deeper, so we're or properly in the rock at the loading point, but I think it's a pretty good place to start. Yeah, I would like them, like, my preference for automation for a game like this would be to have automatic drivers of the truck, as in they will continue, you get them to drive the trucks and you keep loading them, as opposed to having conveyor belts. Because conveyor belts feel too gamified. Even if I had to drive a path and then they just perfectly followed that path, I'd still prefer that to have them actually using the trucks. But I do understand that that's a much more difficult thing to do. So I understand why they go for the paths that these games usually do.
Even Satisfactory cheats at that.
Yeah, you gotta cheat with that stuff. Alright, let's get a big Tonka truck down soon, in a sec. Actually, I might drive the Tonka truck down and then start and get one of the loaders down. Start filling it up. Kabak, is there any stuff we can sell off to make some cash? Have you checked?
Yeah, probably.
Have you put any of the gold in the thing to be processed or any of the gems or anything like that?
Nope.
Gotcha.
Can have a look though.
That would be delightful.
Gold. More gold, diamond, ruby.
Also, you haven't painted the new loaders. Rusty, behind you.
Wait, what?
Com, that's
Eh?
that's exactly why we wanted to build this ramp, because the ramp is a more fun way of getting out of this depth. We may... Like, there may be uses for conveyors down here eventually,
Oh.
but I think this is better for the moment. We're probably stuck with just a single loader down here at the moment, aren't we, Frosty? I was thinking of bringing the other one down, but...
Yeah, until we get some, like, 2 faces we can work on.
Yeah. Alright, I am going to hire another person. And their job is to make this route, this road down here, better. Using probably the roller and a pick. It's probably the best equipment to use it for at the moment. Unless, actually, it's not too bad. Maybe there's not enough work there to be done. I was going to say they could do that alongside being a truck driver for the other guys. Alright, one more load and I'll be good to go. I don't know how the grader works. I should probably buy one and toy with it because I haven't yet. Because I haven't actually used it, I should probably buy one. Just they're moderately expensive and I was kind of hoping to get more Tonka trucks today. But it seems unlikely. Alright, that'll do. Since some of it missed anyway. Because it's very hard to load from the back. This size Tonka truck was nearly 4 million. 3.6 or something? And we'd probably go with this size again just so it can fit under Capak's bridge. Was musing about map size and the Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall realized a game world the size of Great Britain, or approximately 209,331 square kilometers. Filled with 15,000 towns and a population of 750,000. How does that compare to Out of Ore? It's smaller than Out of Ore, but if they actually did all that stuff, that is a lot more packed with points of interest. Does this game handle co-op issues? It's not been too bad. Capac has a bit of latency when he tries to place blocks, as in building parts, but otherwise it's usually okay. Alright, Frosty, I'll be back to that soon. I'm just going to see what money we can make. See how much money, see how much we got. Woo. This is just peak playing in a sandpit game. That's what this is. This is just... You want to play in a sandpit? Go play. It can be fun. You know what? I'm just going to sell some of this ore. Have we got a quest for iron ore? 26,000. How much silicon do I have? I got enough silicon for one of those quests. Although I don't really care about quests anymore. Quite enough iron.
Hey, Capac, we've got a down ECU.
Oh.
What?
74. You know what? This is not going to process by the end of the stream, so I'm doing this. I'm selling the bits. Selling it. Okay, Capex set that up in that way. Sure. Sure. So if I do that, then I can go 1 in, 2 in, 3 in, 4 in. And then go back along them and do this. So I don't have to type all the things. That is slightly more efficient. Maybe?
Right, I'm working on an ECU.
Cool. What do we got? 839,000. I presume that doze is full. Oh yeah, sorry Capac, I had to move those at the start of the stream. Those railings, because the loader that was parked in there was stuck in them.
Rude.
And I forgot I was supposed to repaint them. At the moment, there's a lot of manual shifting. Oh, jeez, those birds are loud. There's a lot of manual shifting of materials for certain things, but there are other bits that can be automated, and more is getting automated in future updates.
Alright, who needs the ECU?
Is that? That's not tipping out, Frosty. There you go. Foreman, do you know who needed the ECU?
It's apparently the yellow L10.
Okay. That's the loader, Capac. The yellow loader that's being used.
What, there's 100 loaders.
Wait. Is there a yellow L10? I thought there's a blue L10.
It's one of the parked ones.
Oh. Oh, one of the... Oh, right, because they've salvaged from it. And that's the one that's now missing a bit.
Yes.
Got it. Makes sense.
Edition -1.6. That sounds like the right one. Okay, new ECU is installed.
Oh, sorry. Truck behind me that I didn't see. Sorry, Chibi. Just backed up straight into Chibi. So, Frosty, is there enough space for me to drive past you now? I think so.
I think so.
There we go.
You can drive forward a little bit more.
Can do. Also, if I get out of the vehicle, it tends to do less weird stuff. So I will do that. Where's the roller? There it is. Alright, eyebrow roller. Make the road better. Try the grader. Yeah, I suppose we got enough money, I may as well.
Give me a moment. The workers are demanding things, and we're going to figure out what they want.
And this is why we have a foreman as the interface between the workers and management.
The workers have revolted and rolled me over.
Nope. Nope, we're not doing communism here.
Do we need a new foreman?
I think we might need new workers. How can I make money in a workers' utopia? Come on. I can fit there. Yeah, good. I do like that the roller in this is genuinely quite a good little vehicle.
Oh, that was not what I meant to do at all.
Hey, Capac, can we get some concrete plates?
Like floors.
Yeah.
Yep,
Like-
let me see what I can do.
Once I've done this loop, I'll do some digging while
Where
Frosty's
do we
busy.
want floors?
Under this excavator up here, apparently.
Is it stuck or something?
It's a little bit unlevel and it keeps sliding forward into its own hole.
I see. Yeah, there's a little bit of jiggle that gradually happens with vehicles over time. As they resettle, particularly as players go near them. Kind of like it is in SE, where the physics kind of gets disengaged when the player's away, and then when the player comes back, it gets re-engaged and things go a bit weird.
Over here, Capo. You're just going to build it all the way out from there? Okay. That might be a little bit high, Capo.
Oh dear.
Whoa!
What did you do?
That is not safe procedure.
People ramming excavators into you. Go back.
Something like that.
I mean, that feels like a dismissible offense, doesn't it? If it's being done on purpose.
Keeping my eye on you guys. You better not be shenaniganizing.
That's your job?
Yeah.
I think that's about as full as that can get from this position, and it's pretty much full. Perfect. I know Kabak was trying to make this truck as badly painted as he possibly could, but I actually like the paint job.
You want to lift back to the factory, Capo?
Yeah, just drive wherever. Actually, give me a tour down through the new mine.
Oh,
Here is our large hole.
It's quite large.
it is.
Uh-oh. Watch out!
What the? Why did I bounce?
It's a good question.
I shouldn't have bounced.
I feel like because the player characters can't be moved by vehicles. I think Capac anchored the ute.
Oh, yeah, could be that. You could be right.
Oh, that's right. I was going to... Don't crash into the fuel tank. It's dangerous.
You're dangerous.
That is true.
Does that make Capac a speed bump? I mean, most days, yes. Though I think Capac's more like a speed bump that's fun to run over at speed.
I think that's just called a ramp.
Okay, yeah, Catpack is a ramp. I am on board with this description. Yep. Most of the time he slows you down, but sometimes it's a whole lot of fun.
Wow.
I was waiting for that wow. I was aiming for it. Yeah, but you're gonna need to paint the new loaders. Still.
Paint, say.
Yes. That is what I say. What the?
So that one.
Was not expecting a lookout tower to appear there. I like it, but I wasn't expecting it. Well, maybe I'll go down the other side.
Rusty, I need to commandeer your vehicle.
One moment.
Oops. My bad.
Whoa,
You can have it now.
Is this massive hole
And
here
Splitty's
just from
now
Splitty
falling in
flipping
a
you out?
hole.
Yeah, that's the hole is there because of getting that out. Yep.
Guys cannot be trusted.
Oopsie. I wasn't meaning to do that. Just kind of happened. As to where this one's parked, that was on purpose. Because I figured it was out of the way. Yeah. This game is literally something I would have dreamed about having. And still, like, it's the biggest sandpit you ever get to play in. And you don't ever accidentally come across a cat poo.
Yet.
Or have to worry about health, work, and safety.
Yeah. I was meaning to have that parked in there, Frosty. I was just trying to make it so it could drive in and out. So I thought that'd be out of the way.
Oh, for the moment, it makes it easier to smooth underneath it.
True. That's a good point.
I'm hearing lots of material falling sounds, and it's concerning me.
There's probably all of that stuff above us. I guess those walls don't really matter yet. That'll work. Parking spot. This was annoying. Every time I went up to the delivery spot, the drop-off point with the Tonka truck, I had to reverse because that was parked in the way. Oh. Oh, good idea, Capac. Were you filling in the hole by collapsing the stuff above?
Yep.
Smart. Very smart. I forgot I made that gigantic hole just there with the other plowshare. Take it back. Are you planning now to bring down all of the stuff around the edge to make the edges make more sense?
Plan is a strong word.
Alright, that's it. Then when I get back, I can see if we can just sell off a whole bunch of Capac's iron and steel to make some cash, because I reckon there's a lot of cash in all that there. See if we can get another Tonka truck. Kartoffeltot. For me, Space Engineers 2, the thing that I always hoped for it was just basically SE1, but better. There wasn't anything else. Really? Oh! Okay. I was braking that whole time. Yeah, SE1, but the features are planned from the start. Yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted. Well, I mean, one of the things that I would say better in what way? Moddable. Everything. Which I think they're actually pretty well doing. But everything needs to be moddable because then you can make it your own vision of better.
The one thing I've seen that modding is probably going to be a bit more work due to the new fracture system.
Yes and no. The fractures, in terms of making, like, blocks with fractures, maybe, but in terms of every other type of mod, I think it's going to be a massive improvement. Like, as in it's going to be accessible to a whole lot more people.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a new version of C#.
Yeah, there are lots of things, like, that clearly just weren't planned from the start with the way that they're set up in SE. The capacity of this one, I don't think it says in tons. I think it just says it in cubic meters. I think it's 220 for this particular one, which is the 300D. Yeah, 220 cubic meters. I was going to go sell stuff, but it looks like Frosty's almost filled this. Part of me that wants to just dump a big plowshare in here so that we can get both of these excavators running. And then there's another part of me that's like, oh, that coal.
More coal means more steel.
True. We should have heaps of coal that's been sorted now. So I can do some of the quests and get even more money. Little truck pulling up behind me. I reckon there is a good chance that those hoppers are fairly full. Oh, I forgot to get fuel! Oh, looks like I'm doing a loop.
So you're saying I should buy the fuel truck?
I mean, you can do if you like. Go for it. You can come and fill this up. I'm gonna go sell some stuff, see if I can get a bit more money to buy some other. See if I can actually get close enough that we can buy another one of these trucks. Oh, those birds. Hang on a sec. Charlie, do a better job of chasing off the birds, would you?
Whoa. Okay. Chat wasn't lying.
My dog is not a very effective bird chaser. Ah, dear. Well, no. She... Whoa. You guys weren't kidding when you said that thing is quick.
I clocked it at 80 just driving back to the warehouse.
Jeez.
Alright, how do we
New
refuel
racing league.
stuff?
I imagine you just need to be next to it and then I do refuel from inside the truck. There we go. I refueled.
You're all topped up?
Yep. Does it show you where your fuel levels are?
I think it's just all combined.
Oh, okay.
Does anyone else need fuel?
Yeah, you should
I
go
do.
refuel all the guys up at the top. Alright. Back to making money. Money, money, money!
Okay,
Perfectly safe.
Yep. Top up.
Done. I did.
That'll help. Well, I'm refueled.
Did you roll my truck?
Yep.
Oh, nothing I can do.
Oh, man.
Splitsy gets the Muppet roll now.
Seems like it.
Right, who needs fueling?
There we go. Fixed. I was trying to race one of the dump trucks to the drop-off point. It didn't end well. Whoa! You're very much enjoying that, aren't you, Capac?
I got it up to 90.
How quickly can... Hang on. Should we race around this loop?
Loop's not straight enough. I can't get to full speed.
I know, but neither can I. Can I catch you? 'Cause you've got more wheels than I do. Oh. It's also not a consistent curve. Oh yeah, I can catch you. Yeah, just. As long as I don't roll. I rolled it again. Will help, Frosty? Or not? I don't know that Frosty's going to be able to push me over. No. Oh dear. That's not good. Whoa! Capac! I think you just destroyed half of Frosty's load in the truck.
It's possible.
Alright. Let's see if I can roll it over. Oops. Oh, that doesn't work.
Oh yeah, snack time.
Come on, push it in the hole. Use the bucket down. Oh yeah. What snack are you eating, Capac?
Grr.
No, caught! No, don't do that! That's not helping! I had a plan! Now you've just ripped up half the road! Oh, Chippy, give me a sec. Yeah, this isn't... Oh, this is kind of what I was hoping would happen. Yes! I'm the master of all things flipped.
Need to make the racetrack longer instead of just that loop. Have it come down to the new mine and such.
Yeah, do both loops. Hey, I'm very good at flipping things over, so I've had a lot of practice flipping them back. I was trying to make money, that's right. Yeah, that was something I was supposed to be doing. Doop, 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 doop. Doo, 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 doo. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Alright. Let's see, how much money does this give us? The quests give you extra money, don't they?
We've had a vote and decided that Core should get the Muppet role.
Now, iron, 10,000. Do we have any more iron? No. Alright, whatever. I'm selling all the stuff. Let's make some money. See how much this gets us.
Promotions!
Yep, promotions. Come on, give me enough money. Come on, game. Oh, there's so much iron ore up here. Everyone's got these things maxed out queued and there's just iron ore just sitting there. $2.5 mil. We are quite short. What a pity. Oh well. I know what I should do. Need to drive this truck. Because Frosty's done. Actually, no, it's not full yet. Although it's probably as full as you can get it, isn't it? I imagine it's quite difficult to fill this to the brim, really.
From this angle, yeah.
Yeah. I'll let Chippy go past this time. I won't be a cheeky. This pit with the overhanging edges is the death trap. Yep. It's true. I think Kabak's trying to fix some of those overhangs.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Won't be a problem at all. Definitely not. Alright, Frosty, I've arrived. Let's move forward off that little hump then. That's probably a better spot. Cool. Hey, Capac. Where are you right now?
In a hole?
Helpful? Not? What sort of hole?
Dirt hole.
Again, not helpful. Whereabouts? Like, are you...
I'm around. What do you want? What do you want? Just say what you want already.
Maybe that's what I wanted. Maybe my goal all along was to get you to be irate like that.
Rude.
Yeah, the jittering does make it look a little bit claymation-esque from time to time. It definitely does. Oh yeah, that's a nice angle. Gotta make sure I get a thumbnail. Yeah, that could have been definite Capac soundboard territory, that one. Last... What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Well, it could be, except it's a whole lot of work to get it out of a stream. In stuff that I'm already editing, most of the stuff that I've got on the soundboard actually comes from Assertive Acquisitions, because I edit it, and then I can just get the audio out super easily. That looks about right. There. Off we go. Speed. Yeah, it seems like loading all of the trucks is better when you've got a slightly elevated position for the loader relative to the truck, which makes sense. The green loader's bucket isn't overfilled, so I don't think it causes damage being up there. Is that correct? Probably. I thought it only got damaged if it was overloaded and held up. Capac, do you feel like you're playing 7 Days to Die right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why we need some zombies.
Glad it wasn't just me. It just feels when you're in those, like, narrow corridors, like the way we used to find stuff from our base in 7 Days to Die. Yes, don't sledgehammer the 44-gallon drum full of fuel this time, Capac.
I do what I want.
I know you do. And sometimes you explode for it.
Doesn't work in this anyway. At least not yet.
Not yet. Well, Capac, do you want to come back to the trucks? Because maybe we'll call it there for today?
I'm trying to get back to the trucks.
I'm not sure that's true. I feel like... Hey, do you... and all of the crew here, do you guys all want to stand on the Tonka truck in the load... Like, in the... On the edge of it? I kind of want to get a screenshot with everyone standing on the pink Tonka truck. You're going to be doing more painting tomorrow, Capac?
Yep, painting stream tomorrow. That's the plan.
Cool. And I will be back on Friday streaming something that I haven't actually decided yet. Thanks, Catfinated. Thank you for the 33 months. Well, there's Capac.
I was defeated by small lumps of dirt.
Yeah, there we go. One person's up the top. How about you gonna join them up the top? You make sure you're on the side closest to me. Otherwise I can't see you.
We need different uniforms.
It's true. Very true. It's like Capac's found his spot. Oh. Oh no, someone fell off. Well.
That's not Capac.
No, it's not. There we go. Everyone made it up. Perfect. And yes, you do bounce off the heads of other people. So, yeah, I'll be back on Friday. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to stream yet, but I will update my schedule on Twitch when I decide, / it'll go out as a notification when I've decided what I'm going to stream. But it's something new, something different, because I'm pausing Stationeers until Capac and I can play it together when the terrain update drops. And then I'll be back. It will not be June. No, it will not be June. Blech. No, I'm not playing June.
We might do a little road craft.
Oh yeah, I could do a little bit of that. But yeah, there's all that. Plenty more to come. And we will see you then.
Catch you next time, everybody.
Good. Well timed. Well played.